nervous. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Bracket Bitches. We're going to break down the National Women's Soccer League, show you all the brackets that we have on our Discord, and if you like it, please join us for all the other brackets that we're going to be doing throughout. That means NFL, that means NBA, obviously March Madness, all that good stuff. But thank you all for joining us. If you see this, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. But I'm here with the lovely Soul. Soul, how we doing?
Doing good. I like this bracket a lot more than the MLS bracket.
Well, we're gonna bring it up.
We'll do that bracket, bitches, on another day. We're currently in an international break on the men's side, so we got some time to do the MLS bracket. But NWSL, they start playing again tomorrow, so we got to show these brackets, show how we're doing, and I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too because my bracket looks good. So that's why I'm excited to do it. But so what we got?
Well, first off, we got Orlando Pride, the number 1, versus Chicago Red Stars, number 8. And it's going to be a little boring. All the higher seed teams beat the lower seeds teams. Orlando beat Chicago 4-1. And we're going to start off here with Haley McCutcheon scores in the 26th minute for Orlando.
All right, let's look at it.
Yates pulls that back, falls, deflected, follow, header!
Oh, good header. Good header.
Goal for Orlando in their first home playoff game.
And it's one of those just keep hitting towards goal.
And you see a lot of the soccer stadiums now having, like, they don't have seats. They just, like, in the end zones wise, they just have the poles.
Yeah, well, they have seats there, but no one's actually sitting.
Right.
But they put the poles there, too, to kind of lean forward.
Right.
Because they do be jumping a lot.
They do be jumping.
We don't need them falling on top of the people in front of them.
No, I remember being at, before Louisville got their soccer stadium, the men's were playing in Slugger Field, which is a baseball stadium, and I was in the end zone with all the hooligans, and they needed the poles.
A little bit of drinking, a little bit of excitement, people might fall. So the poles are a good thing. Next up, Barbara Banda. She scores a brace in the 39th minute and the 45th plus 6 minutes, so stoppage time of the halftime. We're going to show her first goal here. If you guys remember, she was tied with Temwa Chawinga for a little bit as the Golden Boot, and then Temwa was just like, and then I'm going to just keep scoring.
Yeah, I'm going to keep being amazing.
Racing through, Barbara Banda announces her presence in the playoffs. 2-0 Pride.
And she was in a little bit of a slump, so it's a good thing for her getting a goal here.
Yeah. Trying to find the replay there. I just want to see through ball.
Wow. Well, that's all it takes sometimes. A well-paced final ball.
Yeah.
Carry.
That's what I want to see. Was a through ball? Because I just want to see through ball. And it was. It was a good through ball.
Yeah. When you got a good through ball there, just to basically break the lines and have someone score. Anytime when the person misses and doesn't actually score, you're just like, oh, you had the chance.
Yeah, because that was a great through ball right to her. They understood the run, and she made the run, and she capitalized on it.
Hello, Brennan. Well, we got this second goal by Barbara Banda.
Banda, a stride ahead again. Barbara Banda!
Not as good of a through ball. It's typically like just overhead.
And I just caught an Everybody Watches Women's Sports t-shirt there in the crowd.
Yeah. But I do like the way this ball was beautiful to her.
Watt.
And then she just outrounds. That's how you know it's a good team. Like they understood their player. Because not a lot of times in soccer, that's a let's take a risk type of thing. But that's a beautiful ball because they knew that you had that player to do it.
And then our girl Marta, she scores. It is a penalty, but you know what? She still scores.
It's Marta. We're going to show Marta. You kidding me? She's like top 5 of all time.
Back from a knee injury last year, still the same Marta. She dreamed of bringing success to this club. Took them to the playoffs in 2017.
Unfortunately, it's on a listener.
Resurgent season from.
That was one thing I'm saying. Like, you got 2 goats.
6-time FIFA Player of the Year. The talisman of the pride. Marta against Nair.
And Nair almost got a little hand to it there too. So Nair, you're still a goat. You just got shot on by another goat.
It's a listen. Who was the goalie? Help me out here. Not Hope Solo, but who was the African American goalie before Hope Solo?
Oh my god! I had her name in my head, and it went.
She like to me was like the best female goalie I ever saw, and then Hope Solo happened, and then she had her like off the field issues. But I forgot who she was, and she was so solid for that. It wasn't she won the goalie for the 99.
Brianna Scurry, yeah. I was just like Scurry, and the last name I have to Google just to double check that I am not wrong, and I was correct. I know things. I'm smart.
Yeah, yeah. You're our soccer insider. That's why I was like asking you, like, who was she again?
Yeah. Chicago, they do get a consolation goal. They score in the 16 minutes. It's Jamesh Joseph. Unfortunately, we don't get a goal from one of the triple espressos in this game. But Orlando handedly handled Chicago.
Morehouse turned it over to Joseph. Chicago steals one right before an hour.
Good makeup play, but that's just bad awareness.
Yeah.
For that level, that is inexcusable.
We got Ambling Soul here asking, "Am I winning?" We'll get to it. We'll get to it,
Cheryl. We'll get to it, Cheryl.
But any thoughts on Orlando Pride versus Chicago?
I mean, it kind of went because I predicted it that way. So
spoilers to the brackets.
Well, that's my thoughts is because I picked them to win, so therefore I make myself look smart. Not watching a single second of either one of those teams.
Now the next one is Tishka's team, the KC Current. They beat North Carolina Courage 1-0. The only goal is from none other than Temwa Chawinga in the 8th minute. So, like, of course she's going to score. She always scores. But she's the only goal in this match.
She's the best player not named Trinity Rodman in this whole bracket thing.
Sullivan. Oh, and it's one back. Oh, and this is what you can't do. You cannot do this. And here she goes. Chawinga's on a bike. Denied by Murphy. And it's another chance off the post.
Okay, she should have not scored that goal.
She does score.
She started, but she should not have scored that goal.
Done it again, and she's
done it. It was like a stroke of luck that she scored that goal.
Hey, like we said with the first goal with Orlando,
I gotta play
it
that
doesn't
again.
go in.
I gotta play that again.
You cannot do this. And
you gotta keep going towards goal. Keep shooting towards, and eventually you'll get in.
By Murphy, and it's another chance off the post. This is extraordinary.
Never apologize for a goal.
This time. Chawinga has done it again.
Hey, but Casey Murphy made a good save there. It didn't count in the end because it still went in the back of the net.
No.
But we will show Casey Murphy, who she is the U.S. Women's National Team #2 goalkeeper. She's a great goalkeeper. She's just behind Alyssa Nair.
Yeah, listen there. I don't know. You don't fuck with Nelson there.
But she stopped Temwa from getting a second goal.
Now into Shawinga.
That's
Denied
good.
number 2.
He had great spacing.
The brilliance of Casey Murphy.
So that way she can't go over the
That's
top
a brilliant
of her.
save from Casey Murphy. Has to keep this one out of the back of the net. But this is the exact area where Sean Nahas for North Carolina Courage was worried about. The Bina dropping in.
Got her paw to it.
The lines right in front of the
She
back
came out of the box
line,
just enough. She was able to
beautiful way
know
to
where
pass
she
into
was.
the path of Shawinga. She's trying to go for that top
just good
corner.
spacing and field awareness.
Yeah.
She does well.
She's a good goalkeeper. And she's also 6'1". So she's our tallest goalkeeper that we have. Alyssa Nair is my height, 5'9".
Yeah, but Alyssa Nair, intuition
is Alyssa Nair.
Is Alyssa Nair. It's Alyssa Nair, man. Hey, I'll put it this way. People are like, oh, who's Alyssa Nair? She went on Barstool and just held her own. Okay, as much as masculine as that whole thing is, she went on like a Barstool, and people were like, all right, they respected her. I'll put it that way. She talked shit, and they were like, I ain't gonna fuck with her. So,
well, next up we got the team you're rooting for, the team that you want to win because it has your favorite player on it. Ever since Alex Morgan retired.
Why did you have to bring that up? I'm so
sorry. I'm so sorry.
I was good, and then you brought up the fact that I can't watch Alex Morgan anymore. Well, I can technically if she's in that one league of like what's it called again?
The TST.
The TST. I think obviously I don't think you're going to keep her away from it. I'm pretty sure Alex Morgan is going. So I'll be definitely glued if Alex Morgan is going to play in it, and I hope she does. I mean, Rose Lavelle, she still got it, but she's
Rose Lavelle's still playing.
I know Rose Lavelle's still playing, but we've talked about it before. This reason I'm bringing up Rose Lavelle. She's like the last one of that era that is still playing. Is that wrong for me to associate Rose Lavelle with that era more than the new era?
A little bit because Rose Lavelle's not even in her 30s yet. She's still 29.
Okay.
Yeah. Rose Lavelle's not in Alex Morgan's era. Alex Morgan was in Megan Rapinoe, Kelly,
Abby Wambach.
Wambach is even. Abby Wambach is before.
She was before that.
Sorry. So yeah, we keep putting Abby Wambach is kind of in the in between because she comes even before Megan Rapinoe.
Right. So Rapinoe, Morgan, Carly Lloyd. That's that era.
Even like Carly Lloyd can go a little bit into Abby Wambach's. So, but yeah. But we're not speaking about the U.S. Women's National Team. We're speaking about Washington Spirit. They beat Bay FC 2-1 in extra time. And before we even show, he's a little quick to the trigger there, Josh. We want to show, just look at how beautiful this view is.
Yeah.
You can see the Washington Monument.
Look at look at that phallic symbol in the background.
Washington Spirit, they did have a sold-out crowd of 19,215 people at Audi Field. And one thing that I love is, when they create statistics that, like, technically is true, but it's not even, like, they're like, oh, it has the most people on the East Coast ever in the NWSL. And someone put that on Twitter, and I was like, okay, that's a great statistic, but there's so many teams, and it'd be different if it was like, oh, all the NWSL. But hey, Washington put it down for the East Coast.
Yeah. Why does Washington have so many fans there? I don't know. There might be a certain player that plays for Washington that's really effing good. Mm-hmm. Just saying, Sophia. Just saying.
But we're going to go into the game. So we have Asisa Oshuala, which I know how to say her last name. I'm
proud of you.
I said her first
if
name
you asked me to
correctly.
pronounce it, I was not going to do it.
She scores for Bay FC in the 82nd minute.
All right, here we go.
Good switch wide. Kiki Pickett. Decent delivery in. Here's the chance. Still danger. And into the back of the net. The opening goal for the visitors. Asisa Oshuala in the 82nd minute. BFC has the lead. And Audi Field is stunned.
And
I really like. I want to watch this again
Like
because
Kiki
just how
decent delivery, and here's a chance.
she missed
Still
it,
danger,
but
and into the back of the net, the opening goal for.
I really like that.
And one thing too, BFC, they're the lower seed, and they were putting it to Washington, and they scored first. Tara McCohen, she ties it up, gets the tying goal in the 86th minute. So, but this, until the 82nd minute, it was 0-0. They were putting it to each other. They weren't able to get an actual goal until the 82nd minute. That just shows you what type of game this was.
Yeah. And then, with soccer, it's like, oh, it takes the 82nd minute and the 82nd minutes, and then scores ring out. Sometimes it's just because of stamina. Sometimes it's because now that you scored a goal, then you become defensive, and then someone gets on the offensive, and then scores end up going back and forth. This is why soccer is kind of crazy.
You open up, you try to bunker, and you miss.
Yeah.
You
overthink it.
You overthink it sometimes. That's why one of the best things in soccer is just keep things simple.
Yeah, keep it simple. Like it's been around since the dawn of time, pretty much. Keep it simple.
But here we go. Here's Washington's tying goal.
Oh, look at that cross! Look at that cross! It was so beautiful. And they took no advantage of it.
McKeown, forward, scores! Left off at Audi Field!
And the first one to her. Look at that cross. I mean, just like, look at that. Look how beautiful. And no one took advantage of it.
For a handball. McKeown, forward.
Hey, but that scores from outside the box there.
As long as the good girls won, then that's all that matters.
Now, unfortunately for Bay FC, they have an own goal in the 96th minute. This game went into extra time because it was tied after the regulation 90 minutes and the stoppage time. So this did go into extra time. And then off of a Trinity Rodman cross, AFC scores on their own goal.
Who is it set up by again?
Let's watch.
Oh, the best player ever.
Well played, Ashley Hatch, to win
it. Not named Alex Morgan. Oh, look at her. Just that stride. The grace.
Facial injury.
The grace.
Cross comes in.
The own goal.
You almost feel a little bad for Bay FC there.
I really do. I'm not lying. I feel bad. I don't like own goals. Like, I want it to be earned, and not because you just were in the wrong spot.
Well
that's
played,
how soccer does.
Yep.
That's how the ball bounces. But look at this form.
Says she's got a facial injury.
Yeah, I got nothing on that. I was just bullshit at that point. That's just a typical cross. Like the other pass was like really good, and then just no one capitalized on it, and they just got lucky. That one was just them getting the ball in that spot, and Washington Bay just couldn't get out of their own way.
And then Ambling Soul celebrating DC.
Yeah. We got spirit, Soul. We got spirit.
Yes, we do. We got spirit. How about you?
We got spirit.
And then speaking of some spirit here, we got Gotham FC versus Portland Thorns. This game was U.S. women's national team players against U.S. women's national team players. Gotham ended up winning 2-1 in Christine Sinclair's last game ever.
As much as I want to talk shit about Sophia Smith, I'm going to refrain because it's Sink, and I don't want her. Yeah, good call on that. I don't want her to go out. It hurts me that she's going out like this. Yeah. I want her to go out either being a champion. Again, Marta is part of this tournament.
Yeah,
like you have two of the greatest female soccer players that we've ever seen in our lives with Sink and Marta, and this is further. Obviously, Sink has already said that she's done. Has Marta officially said that she's done?
Yeah, Marta is done. This is her last year. Yeah. She's so Marta retired before Sink did. Like,
right. I
announced
knew
her
Marta
retirement.
retired from international play.
But she retired from this is her last year in the NWSL, and she finally got to win a trophy, even though it was a shield for Orlando. And she's trying to now win the and she did what Inter Miami couldn't and got past the first round.
This isn't the show for that. We're not going to get into your depression. Trust me, we went over my depression with the Dallas Cowboys earlier. We're not going to go into your depression with Inter Miami and the fact they spent $1 gajillion and couldn't get past the first round.
But Gotham FC, they do break their all-time club attendance record with 15,540 people at Red Bull Arena. So congrats to Gotham FC there. Like, people keep going out, keep watching the women's sports because it's fun. But we're going to start off. We got Tierna Davidson scores in the 67th minute. She is a center back, folks, but she scores.
Mm-hmm.
But what is it, 4 or 5 players in an
And guess who's kicking that in? Rose Lavelle.
Yeah.
Now the movement. Now the service. Into the area. Shot! Score! Welcome back, Tierna Davidson!
And then we have Rylan Turner scores the only goal for Portland in the 75th minute, and this is her tying goal there.
Moultrie. Look at the bend. Into the goal it goes. Portland has equalized.
Nothing against. I didn't say anything about Rose Lavelle's ball because I'm like, that's what she does.
The delivery was everything.
That's a typical set play.
It's like
that was a good
Rylan
ball.
Turner
That
in
was
the end that
really
puts it in the back
that
of the
was
net.
good.
It's a brilliant ball into the box from Olivia
Yes.
Moultrie.
By Olivia Moultrie, who
Olivia
is also
Moultrie.
on the U.S. women's national team.
Yeah.
And she's a youngin' too.
Mm-hmm.
But and then lastly, speaking of Rose Lavelle scored in stoppage time to kill the game off and win for Gotham.
Nearly a fortunate bounce for Astaire. Instead, the defense has a little time to recover. But here comes Sheehan. Ryan is open if Sheehan can get it there. Across. Lavelle!
Oh yeah, artificial inseminating a cow motion.
He's giving guidance. So, any thoughts on any of these 4 games? Which is your favorite goal? Which is
I mean, the fact that Sink is done sucks. The fact that Sophia Smith is done is funny. For my inner just battle between how Trinity Rodman is a better player than Sophia Smith, between me and Tushka, and the fact that of the triple espressos, my
only
girl's
one of them.
Only one of them is still drinking the caffeine.
And Marta's still going forward too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Marta's still going forward, so we still got that storyline.
We got our Gotham girlies.
Yep, got a Gotham girlies with Rose Lavelle, like we were saying. When I asked you maybe like 2 months ago, I was saying like of the new generation of U.S. women, is Rose Lavelle Rose Lavelle? That was the one that I asked you. I was like, is she? Do you think she's like the last of like the tweeners of like, is she going to make the team? Do you think she's not going to make the team? And you said no. And seeing her right now, I'd say yes. Now, I know that's not the conversation here, but that's what I want to bring up.
I was saying that if she does not get healthy, that was the only worry that I had for her, is that she couldn't stay healthy. But
yeah, she's what, 28?
She's 29.
29. Okay.
Yeah. So with me, my worry for her was like, if she could stay healthy and get back to her old self, go back to the Rose Lavelle that we all know and love, then it's an automatic, of course, yes. So you are mischaracterizing.
That's why I want to bring it up. So that way, you know how much stuff on the internet gets taken out of context. That's what I want to make sure. that
but
we came
but
correct.
yeah, it was if she could stay healthy, if she could show her old spark again, and then yes, she's a for sure yes. If she can't stay healthy, then she needs to rest up.
Yeah. But
And
you
get
know,
healthy.
I get what you're saying with that New York team. I mean, when I was watching that New York team, I'm like, they just look a step above anyone else. The fact that they played Portland with Sink and Sophia was kind of crazy, but that's just how it worked. But that New York team looks really good.
Yeah.
I still like my Spirit.
That's why I picked them, which
I
is
know.
a great. You want to get into our?
Let's go into the brackets.
Let's get into the brackets.
I was trying to figure out a good segue, but that's how we're going to do it.
So first up, we got Tishka here, and Tishka's got some X's.
He went too much into Sophia. That's all I got.
He doesn't have the most X's though, but otherwise, doing pretty good. Just one wrong, but the problem is he's gonna have an X for the next round as well. So that's where it eats at you. Then next up, Josh, you got an X there as well.
I did give Sophia at least one run. I'm not going to sit there and say that she's number 2 in the triple espresso. Like I'm not going to not put her at least one round later. I figured she was good enough to at least get past one round. But apparently she just fails. So that's just me.
Also, for Sophia Smith, she has been having a bit of a knock ever since the Olympics. And the best thing would have been to not play her and have her rest up and heal. But they were like, nope, we're going to continue playing her. And
so you're saying that she has to get rest and stuff? Who does that? I'm not going to talk about the fact that Trinity Rodman had to sit out a couple of games because she was banged up. I'm not going to bring that up. But Sophia Smith should just step up every game and be the best player that I was told she was.
Tishka's not here to argue with you, so I'm not going to.
I have nothing to go off of. I'm trying to give shit, but when you don't give it, when you don't give the back and forth like the tennis match, it does the fun's kind of out of it. But I'm still going to do it.
I know. I'm the one in the middle here going, well, between the two of you.
Hey, you know who wins? America, because we have both of them on top of the other one. And please let me know who's the other triple espresso.
Mallory Swanson.
We always got to give Mallory Swanson.
Dansby Swanson's wife.
Yeah, Mallory Swanson. Shout out to her. She is the third.
Originally Mallory Pugh. Pew pew pew.
Yeah. There's nothing anything away from it. But yes, I do. We do have our favorites here at Ruckus, but you know who wins? America. So
America wins.
That's all.
Let's go into mine. I'm perfect at the moment.
It's like you watch it.
It's like I watch this. I mean, I watch the sport also on the MLS side, and I am not perfect over there.
That was. Well, that was. We're not getting it. That's not what the show's about. That's not what the show's about. We're gonna move past it.
I got a lot more X's over on that side. I'm perfect in the West though. My East Coast bracket, fucked. Anywho, but yeah, I'm still going with Gotham here. Although I could see these next two brackets. You're going to be like, are those the same brackets?
Well, hold on. Before you get into it, I am totally looking forward to these two matches. Because I think New York is, for what I've seen, I think New York is better than Washington, but it can go either way.
Washington also is a higher seed than New York, so Washington will be playing at home.
Right. And I think KC's better than Orlando, but Orlando's, like you were saying, is a higher seed. So I'm interested in seeing how they all shake out.
I think Orlando is better than KC. I think just KC has a superstar.
Yeah. Hey, but when you have that superstar, that makes up a lot.
But Orlando also has a superstar.
I'm aware. That's why they're the number one. But that's why I'm like really intrigued with this.
Orlando KC is going to be a really fun match. And if KC can do it, they'll be playing at home in the finals because that's the neutral ground.
I'm thinking it's either 1-1 penalty kicks or it's 1-0. Like that's just where I'm feeling for the Orlando KC. The Washington New York could be literally like
Orlando KC. I think we're gonna get some goals in that game. I think it's gonna be
true. I think it might be 1-1 New York.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Both will be interesting. Both will be a lot of fun to watch. I'm excited to watch both those matches.
Yeah.
But as I was saying, these next two brackets, you might be like, they look kind of similar. And that's because they are. Here's Justin's pick. So he's currently right now, he's perfect. And the only difference he has from me is he has Orlando Pride going forward. And you know who else has the exact same bracket as Justin? It's GIF. Literally only had to change the name and nothing else here. But I like their bracket, and and honestly, I would love to see Marta win. I just chose.
You know what? If Trinity's not going to win it, which she's probably going to win it eventually in her career. At this point,
she has won it before.
Well, she's going to win it again in her career. I want to see Marta get a chip.
Yeah, I want to see Marta.
Yeah. So if it happens with GIFs, if GIF wins, I'll tip the cap because
we'll have to figure out something because Justin and GIF will have to do like rock paper scissors or something to have a winner there because they have the exact same bracket.
Right.
Unfortunately for Ambling Soul, when she said, "Am I winning?" Unfortunately not. You got some X's there.
I like your champion.
She was correct on the Gotham side. She was correct with Washington Spirit, but she was feeling a little courage and she was feeling a little Red Stars, and they didn't show up for her. You know what? I'm gonna give Cheryl so much props. She went for some underdogs here, and I can always commend someone choosing an underdog. They just didn't pull out for her this time.
As a person who pulled for the Red Bulls last year, who didn't know that they were an 8 seed. I tip my cap to you, Cheryl, for pulling for the underdogs. Now, tune in for another Bracket Bitches show where the Red Bulls actually went on.
Yeah, and they were underdogs there, too. That's why my East is all fucked up. Because New York, low-key New Jersey, but New York...
Yeah.
Decided to mess things up along with Inter Miami. But anywho, we're not talking about that here. This is how we're doing here. So myself, GIF, Justin, we're tied for first with 12 points. You and Tushka tied with 9 points.
I blame Sophia Smith.
And Cheryl's in last at the moment. But if Washington Spirit does eke out, she can get some points on the board there. So, how you feeling about the leaderboard here?
I mean, I put my trust in Sophia Smith for one game, and she lets me down. That's all I'm saying. But no, I feel still pretty confident, even though New York, like I was saying, I think they're a better team than Washington. But we have Magic Johnson. We have home field advantage. We have Trinity Rodman, who is the best player right now going.
Yeah, Case Kruger.
Yeah, we've got some gals that I'm okay with. Now that New York team is, to me, is just different. And I understand where you're coming from, but as long as Washington keeps going what they're doing, we have Trinity Rodman, and I know you so I'm okay with that. KC and Orlando, that one I don't know. Like I put KC because they have the best player in the league, not named Trinity Rodman. Mm-hmm. So right now I'm still feeling confident. As long as Washington keeps winning, then it means my bracket's going to keep winning. So we're in the Final Four, and anything can happen.
Anything can happen there. Yeah, I'm at the top where I belong.
You better be. You're the one that watches it.
And do we want to show the other one? No, we don't.
No, we're gonna get there
another day. We'll show it another day. But Giff and Justin. I'm kind of excited to see, because if they do well in the next round, I do well in the next round. So it really, if it ends up being how the way we predict it, it's gonna come to the finals on whether it's me or if it's Giff and Justin, and we'll have to figure out what to give there. But Cheryl, we love you. Thank you for participating.
No, Cheryl, don't give up faith. You have the Washington Spirit winning it all, and once they win it all, then us two are going to be at the top. Now, you might come in second, and that's okay, but at least you can also laugh with me as we look at everyone else saying you should have believed in Trinity Rodman. That's all I've got for that.
But that's the scores at the moment. We'll see how we do next week there. But Josh, any parting thoughts?
It's always great doing this show with the lovely soul. As we do our bracket bitches, the show is always fun. Just so I can talk shit about a sport that I know but I don't keep up with as far as like the league itself. But it's just fun coming here doing all this stuff with you all. Obviously, we talk about the other shows we have weekly that we do, which is Fantasy F Around on Mondays with me and Tushka, Game Dudes on Tuesdays. You see our two lovely faces doing the Rev Sports Wrap It Up. Now, we will say, coming to the holidays, keep up with this. We're trying to bring you as much content as we can, but if we don't, it's because of the holidays. And we have family and other obligations that we have. So I'm just going to get in front of it and saying, like, we're going to try and bring you as much content as we can, but if we don't, we might be... If we're going to be spotty here and there, it's not because we're not wanting to do it. It's because it's because of family stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure everyone will be understanding of it, but it's not because we're just done with the channel. I will put that out there right now. Because we have other people that we're trying to bring on to bring you as much content as we can, Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're going to try and sometimes bring you some stuff, but mainly Monday through Friday. We're trying to bring you all. Please like, subscribe. We're at 115 followers right now. We're trying to get to 500 and beyond of that. And we thank every single one of your subscribers that hang in with us. Tell us.
Thank you to our Patreon members. Thank you to our Discord users. We love you. Yeah. Those links will be down below as well.
Yes. And we're striving for 500. Beyond that, if you tell us what we're good at, tell us what we suck at primarily so we can improve. But it's always fun to come here. Something I always look forward to is doing these type of sports shows because I grew up watching Sports Center, and then I found some people who I love and it's fun to do with. And
our own version of Sports Center.
Our own version of Sports Center where we cuss a lot.
Where we are not as professional.
Not professional at all. Oh, trust me. We're terribly unprofessional. But you know what?
Yeah, but we thank you guys so much that we have the followers and the subscribers that we do, because sometimes we're like, we're not very good, but we have fun and apparently people like it, so we're here for it.
We're here for it. Apparently doing something right, because we keep going up and we keep going up in subscribers, and we're hoping you all let us know. Like I said, I know I'm repeating it, but let us know what we do good, what we love to do bad, and we'll try and make it the best channel ever.
And I'm going here to Google just to make sure. So we got Washington Spirit tomorrow versus Gotham FC.
Let's go Trinity!
That's going to be on CBS and Paramount Plus for those there. Sponsor us if you would like. And then Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern. These are all Eastern. Orlando Pride, KC Current. That's going to be on ABC and ESPN Deportes.
Paramount Plus.
So I'm going to be watching those games. Oh, but we'll see you guys next time. We've had so much fun. Thank you for being around us. And Shell, you'll get them next time.
Yeah, and then also look forward to our next Bracket Bitches where Soul has to talk about Inter Miami.
Yeah, because I don't talk
all you sickos out there, tune in to the next show. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All you sickos out there just love
if you
want to
see me be really, really sad, just like Josh about the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. As much as she is a sicko of me, she's just like, so how do you feel about the Cowboys? And I'm like, if you want to see that reaction that I feel about the Cowboys, you sickos should tune in because I'm going to poke her. That didn't come out right, but I'm gonna nope. I'm just gonna make sure she knows it. And her
Bye, everyone.
Yep.